So I do have the 2 Turbofuel that I never converted to rocket fuel as part of our secondary battery system. So over here we have the OG Turbofuel. You're still churning away, right? You're not running out or anything? No? Good. You're fine. Basically, do I see anything going yellow instead of blue? You don't have much. Ah, you're barely keeping up, it feels. I guess you are at the end of the line, and we're making only just enough to satisfy everything. So we have 5, right? 5 8s is 40. Is it 5? No, 6. Yeah, because this one as well. So we have 6. $48, so that's exactly the right amount. But yeah, maybe this should actually be like 50. Just to make sure that it's pushing everything through. We've got a bit of a buffer after all. The pipe capacity is not an issue, because the flow rate is 300 cubic meters per minute. Oh, but there's only 1.2 in that pipe. That's not much. Why is there not much in the pipe? Okay, now there's a little bit more. I guess it's mostly going into the buffer, and then just kind of flowing out into the network awkwardly. We could put a pump somewhere in the network just to make sure it goes through from the buffer. Maybe that would help, especially down here, because we're only getting dregs. Okay, that's why this keeps dropping off. It's got enough at the moment, though. Okay, our consumption is now bumped over again. We're now into our batteries. But it's fine, because it's only a little bit, and then it drops down again. Good. Alright, but these 2 over here... Oh, you keep winking out. Why? Why are you running out? That's you. Oh, you're running out of compacted coal? Why? Wait, what? How? You're going in there. We've got the excess coming in across here that has priority. Priority merger. You've got plenty coming in here. So it's just high priority from the left. How about we say medium from the middle? That feels like it should still be plenty though, right? Because we're just going across here. And then we're splitting off in line between those 2. Huh? What's the problem? Yeah, there's so much coming in here, right? Oh, maybe we're actually using up too much now. It's Mark II coming in, right? Oh, unless something is not Mark II. That is. Alright, we're going to have to follow this all the way back. Just in case something is not Mark II. Because 120 should be fine for all of our needs here, right? But you are not coming through properly. And I need to make sure that this is being fed properly, because my compacted coal power over the other side, I could not give a crap about. Quite frankly. I think we're good on I mean, we'd have noticed if it was a problem. It's just we are seeing these gaps appearing. And there shouldn't be any gaps appearing. That said, I really thought that I would have enough coming through regardless. So it still seems strange either way. But, yeah, maybe not. So we're only using like 24 per thing. I mean, we are splitting evenly here. It's stacking up at that point. Okay, well, what's our production like over here, though? Yeah, you've got plenty coming in. You're 20, 20, 20, yeah. 20, 20, 20. That makes 120 total, right? We're only using 60 going that way, so we've got 60 going this way. But less than 60 is coming through sometimes, I feel. Okay, well we can just bump all of this up too. That's the other thing. Like, we toned this down. But we can just make this 180. And this 180. And then we've got 6 slots here. I mean, 25. Actually, we want these to all be 24, I think, don't we? What's 6 24s? 144, I think, actually. We want 180, don't we? So 25 times 6 is only 150. So we would need to slightly overclock one of them. Well, the one that's coming in the middle, I think, is probably the best candidate for those. So we make that 40. Oh, okay, never mind. 25. Either way, we're going to be making more than what we were, and that should be fine. We've got plenty coming in. It'll kind of back up anyway. If we make all of these 35, what is it then? 210? I don't know. I don't want to waste too much mental energy on it. This is looking a lot better coming through here now anyway. Every now and then there's a little blip, but that's fine. So what's our power looking like now? Still bouncy. Maybe I just dump a Soma sloop into the rocket fuel production for the time being just to get the pipes saturated. That's probably all it really needs. Soma sloops. Oh, there is actually a Soma sloop around here somewhere. Okay. Is it up or is it down? It's apparently up. Oh. Oh, I didn't come here because of the radiation. That was ages ago. Okay. Never came back. There we go. So it should still mostly be the 120 coming through. I guess it won't be, though, because we're making 150 now. No, 170? I think we're making 170 now. And only 60 is going the other way, so it should be about 110 coming this way. And even then, I didn't think we were using that much. But I guess we are. It's 110. Even with the idea of it being 120, that's 60 and 60, right? We're only using 30 at this point. Say only, 30 is pretty bad. That's because of the heavy oil residue. So 30... What's this one? When it's coming from fuel? Then it's only 24. Yeah. That's also to make 30 Turbofuel. We're having to overclock this to make 30. But over here, we have rocket fuel coming up here. And it's only using 30, but it could use all 60. Oh wait, you're running out. Why are you running out? 30 per minute? You're just coming from here. Oh, because of this. Yeah, well that should be fixed soon. Hopefully. This should now be coming in much better soon. You know what? Let's actually do this. So if that one stops, it's not as big a deal. If these stop, it's a much bigger deal. So let's do that for a bit. But I guess it just, yeah, wasn't enough coming through. That's weird, because I thought we had 60. I guess it halves at this point, and then it's 30. Oh yeah, 30 and then only 30, so that's only 15 each side. Yeah, that was never going to be enough. Yeah, no, that makes sense now. Oh dear, okay, well, I'm also going to upgrade all of these to be Mark IIs. Just to get things going in as fast as possible. But that'll keep them happy for a while. And then we have 5 coming out of this every now and then. But the idea is we can shut these 2 down from Turbofuel and have that Turbofuel connect up to this one. And have 60 going in here. And then these can be connected up to the rocket fuel as well. But I feel I don't have much headway at the moment. In fact, no, we do not have much headway at the moment. Yeah, that's the problem. The fact that we have to disrupt it in order to make it work is a bit of an issue. So we're into the batteries, and then this will drop off, and then we get a bit of time. Like at the point that this plateaus, there we go, bam, down it goes. Now we have a little bit of time to hook these all up to this instead. So we do this, and this, and this, and have a junction here. So we can then go there, and go there, and then here, and then go here, and go like that, and go like that. Okay. I would love to be able to somersault this right now. But now we have 100 per minute coming out from the 30 and the 30. These will be running 8.33 to make 500. We can just drop them to 8 again. So if we fully overclock you only use 10.42. Okay. So if we make that 600, it's 10. Yeah. Okay. So we go to that. And these are going to fill up over time. You've also got the most in you. So let's go 600. You guys have a decent amount as well. 600. And you. 600. And that gets the extra 10% as well. It should. So that power boost should start creeping up as well as we do this. So you're filling up. 600. You're filling up. Good. So if it's 10, we're only going to be using 80 out of the 100 that we produce. So that means we can put 2 more in eventually. 10, 10, 10. And then it's just these 2 down the end here that don't get much. I'm just getting the dregs. I think we might need a pump. I think it can't hurt to have an extra pump in line. Just to try and encourage more. Let's see if more then comes in. Maybe we need it further back. Yeah, I think we actually need that much further back. I mean, you're getting plenty, right? There's not much in that pipe either. I wouldn't say you're getting plenty then. You're getting a decent amount, but you're getting dregs. I need to disconnect you. So I'm not using you anymore. And I don't want it trying to push fuel uphill at that point. Well, hopefully it'll pick up anyway. Yeah. They are now going again. Yeah, so the pipe wouldn't, well, the pump wouldn't help. Oh no, you've dropped off again. It's just got to go a long way, I guess. Ideally, we'd manifold it better. We're splitting off an awful lot. Most I'd be able to do is run maybe like a parallel pipe out the back here. Instead of having it all in series, have this pipe coming out here actually go all the way down there. Maybe having some valves would help. So it only ever goes forwards at least. Never like flows back. So at least we could maybe put in a valve like this. So it only ever goes that way. This only ever goes this way. This only ever goes this way. I don't know if that'll do anything, but maybe. It stops it, like, backflowing at least. And it gives us another, like, little inspection point as well. I don't know, maybe that helps. It'll take a while before we see any difference, though, I think. Oh, we probably want a valve straight out of the buffer, too. I didn't really think of it, but buffers are two-way. And maybe we actually want a valve at this point. So it's like, okay, you're only ever going out, right? You're never gonna feed, like, backwash. Never really thought about using valves and stuff. But I think maybe I should be. I think normally it doesn't matter because I'm running at such a high capacity. Especially for just water, because I always just produce way more water than I need. I'm gonna go crazy listening to all of this white noise. Oh, and it just tips over and then drops off. That's fun. Okay, I think these might be stable enough that I can bump these to the 600 now. I don't know whether or not it was the valves that did it, or just because we're just getting more on the line, but I feel the valves can only help. It means that it's never going to backflow. Because otherwise it was probably just sloshing its way around. And theoretically, we can fit 2 more of these into the same network. But I'm not sure about that, to be honest. Because I've had these problems. If I add them on anywhere, I should add them on down the back here, though. I think. As opposed to extending off the other direction. I think they should somehow come through here. Maybe straight out the back here. Doesn't matter if it clips. We'll just deal with it. We do like a straight. No, I think curve. Because I can do that. And then just have it going through the bottom here. It's gonna look pretty ugly. But I think that's actually, it doesn't mind that. That's the interesting thing. It actually doesn't mind that. And then we can bring this through here. And then we can have 2 facing. Okay, we just put a junction in at this point, I think. Yeah, okay. Are we gonna fit these on? Well, one way to find out. Can we get 2 fuel power plants down here? Is it gonna complain? It's not complaining. It's struggling to know where to put them, but it's not complaining. Okay. I mean, that actually works fine at this point here. Because that nestles in. Oh yeah, that actually works nicely. And then this one's not going to be a problem at all. It's not going to be all nice and even or anything, but I don't care too much with these. Not with these 2. Oh, we had the pipeline coming through this way, didn't we? Oops. Okay, you need to go a bit further to the right then. And have your thing facing this way. Okay. Just do that there. And just go bonk, bonk. And yeah, that's actually kind of fun. Yeah. I would prefer it if it was a little bit further this way, but I think that's fine. Okay, and then because valves seem to have been working nicely, let's put a valve in like that. So once it gets this way, it doesn't come back. You're already starting to fill up. 600. And you... 600. And that's now the full 100 from the generation. Vroom, vroom. There's another 1200 plus 10%. Cool. And hopefully that doesn't affect those two from still working just as hard. Nice. Theoretically, we could underclock a couple of them to only use like 9 maybe, so we'd always have an excess. But yeah, these are working, so I think the valves have really helped. That and producing a lot more than what I needed. Also, just not running out of turbofuel or compacted coal. This has definitely helped too. This is now a steady stream once again. Alright. I just didn't really do my maths, I think. Good. Well, with all of the time we've spent doing that, things should have finished back at our main base anyway, I think.